In evolution, are we evolving towards anything? Is there any goal state? Well, in one sense, no. But in another, there are optimal states. There are states that are maximally adaptable for a given environment. So, for example, here we see a graph where we have fitness on this axis, and here we have a landscape, a spectrum of different phenotypes and traits. The higher up point is the more fit. It's the more adapted species. You can go through evolutionary routes by following some line of curvature on this space to get to some others. But as you'll see, every pathway is not equally good. If you just try to go all the way down here to get back up here, you have to greatly reduce your fitness and be less adapted before you get back up. So this is a less likely evolutionary path to take than following along this ridge line, for example, to get to species 2. The other interesting thing is a species could actually be at this equilibrium point where any change here is detrimental or here is detrimental, or you could be a species that's in disequilibrium where there's always a benefit starting to happen that's pushing them up to the top once they get on a trajectory. Now, you can think about this down here. There's contribution to genetic fitness caused by any given trait. Now, some trait might kind of always be more beneficial to have, like being stronger. The strength alone is it just always is a little bit better. It's like if you're infinitely stronger, it's good. But the problem is there's always a secondary effect. Right here, it's not really kicking in, but once you reach a permissible optimum, to get any stronger, it's like you spend too much time working out. You have to eat too much food to maintain the muscle. There's strains on your bones, and then it actually starts to hurt you to get any stronger. Now, if there wasn't these secondary effects and you could just get stronger, then maybe this would just continue to go up. But because secondary effects kick in, it makes it non-optimal. And here you can see you get these optimal states in environment where you get a spread of different individuals, right? Here's frequency of individuals. So most individuals in this example are here. And then these are rare outliers who are kind of away from the optimal frequency of a certain trait. My point in saying all this is you might not think there's any purpose to evolution or we're evolving towards anything in any type of spiritual or mystical way, but there are optimal states in environments that are kind of like attractors that draw any organism in that niche, in that environmental niche, towards the best adapted configuration.